Hey guys, hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For my Bengals, it was anything but a Happy New Year. For the third straight year, they missed the playoffs. After racing out of the gates to a 4-1 record with wins that were in thrilling fashion over the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens, the team limped to the finish line with a record of 6-10 and finished in last place in the AFC North. So why did this happen? Let's take a look. Let's start with the offense. For the first few weeks of the year, it looked like the Bengals had one of the best offenses in the league. They are scoring like crazy, they are high energy, high octane, and very exciting to watch. Andy Dalton was playing very well, AJ Green was AJ Green, Tyler Boyd and Joe Mixon were having breakout seasons, and Tyler Eifert looked like he was regaining that 2015 form. That is, however, until Tyler Eifert broke his ankle in gruesome fashion and they win over the Atlanta Falcons. Eifert was just the first domino to fall for the Bengals offense. Andy Dalton and AJ Green and Tyler Boyd all had their seasons cut short due to injury. Giovanni Bernard and Joe Mixon both missed time during the season with knee injuries, and Tyler Kroft, another Bengals tight end, went down with an injury as well, leaving CJ Uzomah as the only tight end from the original trio at the beginning of the season to finish 2018 healthy. Aside from the injuries, the offense did not really play that well, especially following the Pittsburgh Steelers loss. They seemingly lost their swagger and cannot regain that momentum that was pushing them to wins in the beginning of the year. The offensive line, while it did play better than last year's team, that's not really saying a lot, and they did allow a lot of pressures toward the end of the year on the quarterback. Now, as big as a mess as the offense felt, the defense was horrible. This is one of the worst Bengals defenses I've seen in quite some time. They were living and dying by the turnover in the beginning of the season. Tackling was virtually non-existent. Pass coverage and run defense seemed to be a daunting task, and the defense was just playing so bad that the team fired newly hired defensive coordinator Terrell Austin midway through the season, forcing Marvin Lewis to take over the reins as defensive coordinator in addition to his head coaching duties. The biggest problem on defense to me was the linebacker position, and this was magnified throughout the entire year when it appeared that Vontaze Burfict was a shell of his former self. To me, this position needs to be overhauled going forward in order to help benefit the defense in the future. There are also a couple injuries on the defensive side of the ball as well, mainly Burfict, but also Drake Kirkpatrick got hurt toward the end of the season, and Carl Lawson missed a big chunk of the season due to a knee injury. Now, as bad as the defense was, with Austin getting fired midway through the year, all the injuries, and pretty much the lack of coverage, there were some positives. Geno Atkins and Carlos Dunlap proved that they are two of the best pass rushers in the league. Darqueze Dennard had a seemingly breakout year when he took over for Drake Kirkpatrick, and in my opinion, he's much better than Drake Kirkpatrick. William Jackson III again had another solid year at cornerback, and Jesse Bates, in my opinion, is the defensive rookie of the year for this team. Despite all the injuries, the last place finish in the AFC North, and the poor play on the field, the biggest story to take away from the Bengals in 2018 was the team finally parting ways with Marvin Lewis. He'd been the head coach for 16 years and was instrumental in turning the team from a pretender in the dark ages of the 90s into a legit contender during his time with the team. Unfortunately, the last 3 seasons and his winless postseason record might have tarnished what his legacy could have been with the Bengals, but as a fan, I'm genuinely appreciative of everything he did to help turn the franchise around and make being a Bengals fan fun again. Now that Marvin and the Bengals have officially parted ways, who is next in line to take over the throne as head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals? Hugh Jackson and Vance Joseph are both believed to be strong contenders for the head coaching position, but the team is also interviewing candidates outside the Bengals organization with no ties to the Bengals franchise or the Marvin Lewis coaching tree, such as Zach Taylor and Eric Bieniemy. In my opinion, this team needs to hire somebody outside the franchise with no ties at all to the Bengals or the Marvin Lewis coaching tree. This team needs a fresh start. They need to hit the reset button. They just need something to get fans excited and to get people into Paul Brown Stadium once again. If you used to watch the games on TV, Paul Brown Stadium was a ghost town, and that was the fans' way of saying to Mike Brown that they are not happy with Marvin Lewis or the way the Bengals are playing. Hopefully this new coach has his finger on the pulse of offensive innovation, as that is the way the league is trending, and hopefully the guy they bring in can help bring the Bengals to the promised land in the Super Bowl championship that this team desperately wants. Hoo day.